A healthy crop is the key for the well-being of the farmer and the sound economic growth of the country. It is said, as you sow, so you reap. Yes, it's true. Healthy seedlings produce a good crop of high quality. Nowadays, high-yielding F1 hybrids of vegetables are popular among farmers. In recent years, progressive farmers have taken up vegetable seedling production in trays as specialized economic activity. Traditionally, seedlings were produced by the farmers in their own fields in open nurseries. Many times resulting in poor germination, seedling mortality due to excess sunlight, rain, pests and diseases, uneven growth of seedlings due to competition, damage to the roots while pulling out from the bed for transplanting. Mr. Marappa, a farmer in Karnataka, says, we have been growing vegetable seedlings in open field. About 30% were lost in the nursery and 10% after transplanting. For the past 1.5 years, we have been using seedlings grown in trays. Seedlings grow healthy, there is no loss of seedlings, resulting in 10% establishment and very good crop yield. Yes, our farmers are now realizing the benefits of tray-grown seedlings. A seedling needs as much care and nourishment as a child. A protected and congenial enclosure is necessary to grow healthy seedlings. The seedlings of high-yielding vegetable hybrids of tomato, capsicum, cabbage, cauliflower and chili are now being widely grown in trays in poly or net houses in commercial farming. These plastic trays, which are specially made for growing seedlings, are filled with coco peat. Coco peat, the most popular medium being used by many farmers. About 100 kg coco peat is required to fill 100 trays. Dents of about 5 mm deep are made in each compartment after filling the trays with coco peat. One seed is sown in each cell and covered with coco peat again. One person can sow about 200 trays. That's about 20,000 seeds in a day. Indian Institute of Horticultural Research in Bangalore has developed a machine for mechanization of filling and sowing operations in seedling trays. After sowing, 8 to 10 trays are stacked and covered with a plastic sheet to create warmth and maintain humidity that helps in proper germination of seeds. Most of the vegetables take 3 to 5 days to sprout. Soon after germination, these trays are shifted to a poly or net house and are placed side by side on a plastic sheet spread on the nursery beds. This prevents the rootsy seedlings from penetrating into the soil. These trays are watered with rose can daily to maintain optimum moisture, that is neither too wet nor too dry. Seedlings are provided with nutrients in liquid form. Also, fungicides and pesticides are sprayed on a need basis. These seedlings grow strong and healthy day by day and are ready in about 4 to 6 weeks for planting in an open field or in a greenhouse. For transplanting, seedlings of tomato take about 25 days, while that of capsicum takes 35 to 40 days. Now, let us observe the trays meant for seedling production. These trays are known as pro trays, flat trays or plug trays. Seedlings of tomato, capsicum, cabbage and cauliflower are grown in trays with 98 cells. These trays are made up of polypropylene and can be reused up to 5 to 6 times. Before using, every time the trays are thoroughly washed and disinfected with a fungicide. The holes at the bottom of the cells regulate the moisture properly. Equally spaced cells facilitates uniform growth of all the seedlings. As mentioned earlier, coco peat is the most commonly used medium to grow vegetable seedlings. Coco peat provides proper anchorage to the seedlings and also holds moisture for longer time. Coco peat is available in 25 kg bags in the market in ready-to-use condition. The greenhouses are built with GI pipes. Poly sheet is used as roof cover and sides are covered with 40 mesh nylon net. Shade nets are used inside the poly house to protect the seedlings from the excess sunlight. Apart from GI pipes, the poles of the eucalyptus, casuarina and areca, which are less expensive, are also used to build greenhouses. Granite stone pillars of 6 to 7 feet high are also used to build low-cost net houses. The roofs of such houses are covered with a shade net to protect the seedlings from excess sunlight, and the sides are covered with 40 mesh nylon net. Plastic pipes of 3/4 inch are bent in arch shape over the nursery beds and are covered with plastic sheet in order to protect the seedlings from rain. This structure provides adequate light, shade and humidity and also protects the seedlings from thrips and whiteflies that spread viral diseases. On a small scale, in a low-cost net house measuring about 10 by 20 square feet, even small farmers can raise vegetable seedlings in plastic trays. Well-grown seedlings in greenhouses need to be hardened by exposing them to direct sunlight gradually for 4 to 5 days before they are shifted for planting. During hardening process, watering is minimized. Healthy seedlings are essential to reap high yields from these hybrids. Raising seedlings in plastic trays has several advantages. Seeds germinate properly. Mortality of seedlings is rare, unlike in open field nurseries. There is adequate space for seedlings to grow. Damages due to pests and diseases are minimized. The tray-grown seedlings do not wither during transportation. There is better root growth. No damages to roots during shifting and planting. It is hassle-free planting. There is no loss of expensive seeds like that of hybrid tomato and capsicum. These seedlings in pro trays with well-grown roots are transported to the farmers' fields. These well-grown healthy seedlings from a greenhouse produce an excellent crop, giving higher dividends and happiness to the farmers. Mr. Nagaraj, a nursery grower, says that any seedling taken from the nursery leads to profit. Therefore, the farmers are particular about the tray-grown seedlings from a greenhouse. Mrs. Anusuyamma also supports the idea that the seedling production in trays is a profitable venture. Come on, let us produce high-quality seedlings and derive the benefits of an excellent vegetable crop.